Your child's self-esteem is based upon their feelings of self-worth. In other words, their self-esteem is dependent by how much they value themselves. What is their impression of themselves? Some tips for improving self-esteem. Well, your child needs to have confidence, and how is that confidence built? Well, you need to understand if there is no confidence, what is driving that lack of confidence? Are they socially inept? In other words, are they having problems with social relationships? Do they have eating disorders or other manifestations of things which show that they're unhappy with themselves? Are they academically or scholastically challenged where you know they're smart, but they're not applying themselves? These kinds of symptomologies can help you to understand where the root cause of that self-esteem problem is. But fundamentally, it's built upon confidence. It's built upon an awareness and understanding of their own self-worth and how they could be more confident about their decisions. How do you do that? Well, one is to understand where your child's coming from. What is the derivation of their lack of self-esteem? What is causing them to feel badly? Is it that they're not the main person in a peer group? That they're unhappy about their scholastic, educational, or social ability? Is it the level which they're at that problems them? Well, whichever that is, that will enable you to understand where you can emphasize and encourage. For example, if your child feels bad about their own worth in the sense that they don't think they're pretty or they don't think they're smart enough, you can drive down and ask them the questions of, why don't you feel that way? The answers will be revealing. You'll understand that what drives that may be a perception on their part rather than a reality. So if we understand what the reasons that they believe they have a lack of self-esteem, the better chance you have of breaking down that faulty premise and building a self-esteem model that's stronger than ever. One of the ways you could do that is by questioning your child, by asking them what concerns them, what challenges them, why aren't they happy in a situation, and then show them you're listening by then asking, okay, you said that you were unhappy because of X, Y, and Z. Tell me more about that. In other words, ask questions from their answers. By doing this, you can form some specific understanding of what is the underlying driving force that is causing that lack of self-esteem. Then you can build encouragement models around that. You can help that child to understand that perhaps their premise is wrong, that the reason why they think they're not pretty is because one person thought that and there's no other evidence to support that, and you can show them that. Perhaps they failed at something one time and they believe that defines them. You can show them how many people fail or have challenges before they succeed. I mean, Thomas Edison failed 10,000 times before he invented the light. So there are lots of opportunities to then build that self-esteem model bent around an understanding of what is driving the insecurity or lack of self-esteem on your child. This is one of the many tools you can use to help buttress and build your child's self-esteem. You're giving them reasons to believe in themselves, rather than you imposing those reasons. By doing that, it comes from within. They then believe they have more worth. They then correspondingly have more confidence. They then correspondingly have more self-esteem. One of the greatest ways to build a wonderful relationship and confidence within your child.